And yeah, the most difficult thing I think is the forced use is the most difficult part between like during the KM process. For example, I can tell you like we as an executive team, we set up something and then we want that to be the role model, to be like the example for the staff in the organization to use, but they won't use it. So we have to kind of force them to use, but because of course we cannot force people, so we try to use so many things to like kind of force them to try or to use, to adopt that knowledge. Eventually it's success. Some is not success, but some is success. So we still try and error, use so many things to support or even give the reward. Yeah, so that is the KM process in KKBS. And then this is our strategic plan: education transformation, research transformation, and research service transformation. So we know that our strategic plan is these 3 points, and then we build the KM plan according to this strategic plan. And then eventually we aim to bring those internal value to external society. So that's what I would like to share about KM, yeah, from my part. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you very much, Doctor. We're going to continue with Dr. Abdul Karim. He's from the Faculty of Information and Communications Technology. Dr. Abdul Karim, you can start forward.
Hi. Sorry, do I need to share my screen or you're going to share on your side? Okay.
You can share.
Okay. Just 1 second, please. Okay, is it okay now? Okay. Yeah, so firstly, respected Chancellor, University officials of University of Basra, esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, and cordial greeting to you all. I would like to, before I start, to extend my gratitude to University of Basra, the organizers, and Dr. Tariq to extend the invitation, providing me the privilege to be here today in this symposium. Okay, the title for me is Artificial Intelligence is the Game Changer in Knowledge Management. I'm currently working as a lecturer in Faculty of Information and Communication Technology, University Tunku Abdul Rahman in Malaysia. Okay, as the symposium is about applying or utilizing artificial intelligence in knowledge management, so I wanted to give just brief about artificial intelligence and what is it about. So the main important thing about artificial intelligence, that it's about uncertainty. I mean, IT, or let's say tools for knowledge management, I'm sure that they exist quite a long time ago. They're not newly born last few years. But artificial intelligence actually play another role where it tries to help to provide insight about uncertainty. So where things that are not sure about the result, the output, artificial intelligence is able to provide more enhanced result and more, let's say, educated guesses. And AI, I'd like also to provide just a difference, trying to differentiate between traditional system and AI system. So in traditional system, I like it to present it in this way, so simple to understand, where you provide data and rules, and then you are looking for answers. So for example, for the sake of simplicity, if we're saying like we have data, a set of numbers or series of number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Then the rules, let's say that we are looking to find the result or the answers of multiplication table of 2. So the rules will be, in this case, just we need to multiply each value by 2 in order to get the answers. Artificial intelligence, on the other hand, what it does actually, it goes in some way the other way around. We provide the data, we provide the answers, and AI is able to extract these rules from the data. And that is crucial because in some cases, finding these rules can be a very hectic process. And in addition, they can be quite changing from time to time. Like, for example, if we're talking about stock prices and etc. So these things cannot be, I mean, they are changing on maybe on hourly basis. So it would be kind of difficult in order to extract these rules. So thanks to AI, machine learning is able to do this process on behalf of human. Now, the interesting part that AI actually didn't exist or wasn't born just recently. The first architecture was introduced in 1943 by two people, the neurologist Warren McCulloch and the mathematician Walter Pitts. But due to the shortcoming of computing power at that time, actually ANN, or artificial neural network in particular, has entered a long winter. And then back to 1990s, AI or ANN, let's say we're talking about neural network, is back again, where we had more computing power to process. And then we have also a lot amount of data as ANN requires a huge amount of data to be processed. And of course, the training algorithm have been improved, which make it giving more accurate and efficient results. So where is the power of AI in knowledge management? So AI can be applied in several areas, or let's say can get advantage of it from several perspectives. So if we talk about efficiency and productivity, so AI can automate routine tasks in knowledge management, which give more free time to professional and knowledge management to work on more strategic activities. Also, AI can process and analyze vast amount of data. So data analysis is not born also, it's not something new, it's exists for a long time, but also when it's been used by, let's say, in computer science field, so they try to make it possible for these algorithms to work on a huge amount of data due to the limitation of the machines that we have, such memory and CPU. In addition, AI can be used for personalization, as some of the respected participants has highlighted earlier, that we can use it to, let's say, based on the individual user preferences and behavior, we can recommend more relevant knowledge resources. In addition, not to mention about the predictive capabilities, where AI is able to find the trend from the historic data. And also AI is available 24 hours. So now if we have like the AI chatbot and virtual assistant running around the clock, can provide support to the users, finding the right information at any time. And then also the improved decision-making, as using of AI with processing on huge amount of data and ability to utilize different algorithms in order to extract rules and information. So it can be helpful in order to get more informed decision. And AI is scalable, so it can work on different amount or sizes of data, so that can be suitable for large organization with ever-growing knowledge bases. So AI-powered knowledge management application. Here, just I draw some examples where AI can be useful for knowledge management. AI-powered frequent asked question system. So this is an interesting one where the system or AI can be utilized when you provide the knowledge sources. It tries to find answers for those frequent asked questions. Another matter, also what Dr. from Taiwan has mentioned, is about expertise. So sometimes it's AI can be very helpful in order to find the right person to deliver the specific task. So that can be helpful based, let's say, on the historic data exists, such as tasks that have been worked on, the challenges people have faced in the organization, AI is able to find those or find those expertise and to resolve a certain task or problems. Automated content categorization and tagging also can be applied. Semantic search also to what has been mentioned earlier. So unlike traditional system where people, or the traditional system where it actually uses keywords in order to find answers or relevant answers to the users. So now in this case, actually AI takes into account the context of the question and also the intention of the user, trying to provide more relevant search results to them. AI-powered personalized learning path also can be helpful. This is one of the application where can AI recommend, let's say, knowledge, resources, or courses, and etc. for people based on their skills, and let's say career goals, and etc. Okay, so at the end, I would like to thank you all for your time. It's been a pleasure for being here today talking about the potential of AI in knowledge management with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Abdul Karim, about all the information given here. Really clarify how to use the algorithm, the warp algorithm and linear algorithm in AI, and the people using AI have to be expert about this kind of algorithm. Then when we predict any information, we can enterprises correctly in the workplace. Now we welcome from United States of America, Mr. Ahmed, which he expert dealing with many organizations using AI.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hisham. Can you please share the screen for me?
Yeah, I can. Okay, Mr. Ahmed.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Hisham, and thank you, Dr. Tariq, for the lovely introduction earlier. Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning here in the US, and I would like to start by saying good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing well. It's an honor to be here today, and thank you for having me. So knowledge management is a critical aspect of organizational success. Effectively capturing, organizing, and utilizing knowledge can drive innovation, improve decision-making, and enhance overall productivity. However, the vast amount of information available today, coupled with the challenges of knowledge and information overload, make it increasingly difficult to harness the full potential of organizational knowledge. So this is where AI comes into play. Artificial intelligence has the potential to transfer knowledge management practices by augmenting human capabilities and enabling us to extract meaningful insights from vast amount of data. AI-powered knowledge management systems can help organizations efficiently capture, store, and retrieve knowledge, allowing for better collaboration, improved learning, and more informed decision-making. So here we have in the first slide, AI, if you just go back one more for the first slide, please, the enabled decision-making. Yes, thank you. AI provides real-time insights and analysis for data-driven decision-making, access to relevant knowledge support decision-making process at all levels. So the integration of AI decision-making process can bring numerous benefits which can help us navigate complex scenarios by analyzing data faster and more comprehensively than ever before. Second slide, the AI and efficiency enhancements. Automation of knowledge management tasks saves time and resources. Quick access to relevant knowledge streamlines the process and increase efficiency. So many big corporations spend millions of dollars doing studies about how to save time and generate more money, and AI is definitely will make a difference in the future. So AI and innovation. AI fosters innovation by enabling knowledge sharing and collaboration. AI-powered systems recommend relevant information, stimulating creativity and problem solving. So AI is spreading across all industries, including medical field, by assisting doctors, performing a complex surgeries like a brain surgery, and many different tasks. AI and the customer experience. AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants provide personalized and prompt customer supports. Access to relevant knowledge helps resolve customer queries efficiently, enhancing the overall experience. So challenges in implementing AI in knowledge management. As everyone knows, implementing every new technology in different fields will have its own challenges, and AI has a lot of challenges for the future. So we have, I have to display like some of it for you, which is ensuring data quality and availability for effective AI algorithms, integration of AI technology with existing knowledge management systems, security and privacy concerns when handling sensitive knowledge information. And to continue with the challenges, it's ethical considerations such as bias and fairness in AI algorithms, the need for infrastructure upgrades and employee training to support AI implementation, overcoming resistance to change and fostering a culture of AI adoption. So in conclusion, the future is promising for researchers and practitioners, and there are plenty of opportunities. The human brain cannot process as fast as computers, but at the end of the day, when computers emulate the human brain using neural networks, thinking like humans and behaving like one is when computers will perform the best. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed. We will continue now with Dr. Isa from Turkey to continue speak about artificial intelligence and communications with knowledge management. Thank you very much.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much, Dr. Hisham and Dr. Tariq, for giving me this opportunity in order to share some things about artificial intelligence. So, Dr. Hisham, could you please share my screen, or I want me to share?
As you wish. I can share and you can share.
No problem. Let me, I try to share from my side.
Okay.
Okay, now are you see my screen?
Yeah, I can, Doctor.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much for all of you in order to give me this opportunity in order to present some things about artificial intelligence. So first, I would like to thank you, the Vice Chancellor of University of Al-Basra, also as Associate Prof. Dr. Tariq Al-Abdallah, and also Dr. Hisham, also for all the keynote speakers today, also for the audience. Thank you so much for your attendance and your contribute to this symposium. So today, inshallah, just I would like to explain very brief about the IA. So first, I would like to just discuss about the basic knowledge organization. So for example, LIA algorithm can be give very classify knowledge and make it very easier in order to find a lot of information related to all data and science. So for that, this is very advanced search in order to give a power of enhance knowledge and discover saving time. So if we have IA, so will give us a lot saving time also in order to enhance in knowledge for an organization, also in order to classify knowledge and make it very easier in order to find all information or data that available in the database of all source. So for this is very, very important in order to work on the LAA. So because the algorithm will give us a very easy classified and the categories for the all informations, also to enhance the knowledge and discover and saving the time. So for powered knowledge and sharing cooperation, so chatbots and the virtual assistant enable to assistant access the relevant knowledge. So for that, this will help all humans in order to get everything relevant to the knowledge in order to give them enable to assent to access to everything related to the knowledge and data and informations that available in the every source in the internet or any database. So for example, if we have a sharing and cooperation among the employees, this will be give and help employees in order to give all the facilities and the knowledge sharing and the cooperate among them inside the organizations or out of the organizations. Okay, the next slide in knowledge and preservation and transfer with LIA. LIA-based system preserve institutional knowledge because this in knowledge of the level of institutions, so will give us a prevent loss due to employee turnover. This will be help organization in order to not lose an employee for turnover. As you know, a turnover will be give negative behave or negative impact for the organization if we have a lot of turnover for the organizations. So for an AI will AI-based system will help institutional knowledge in order to avoid a loss due to employee turnover, because as you know, a turnover will be give negative for the organizations if we have a turnover percent very high. So for that, this is one of the highest benefit for the AI in order to help the organization in order to avoid the turnover for their employee. So also for the machine learning algorithm, as mentioned by Dr. Abdul Karim and all our naked speakers before. So this will be give capture knowledge for the future use and ensuring that the knowledge continues. This is one of the way of sustainability of IA in order to knowledge, ensuring that the knowledge continues in the future. So because this is one of the system as mentioned by Dr. Abdul Karim, machine learning and the logarithm, this will be very important in order to consider it as one of the sustainability for the knowledge and continuity in the future. In summary and the conclusion of my presentation, just I want to give a brief about the benefit of IA and knowledge and management. So first one, improving decision making through a data-driven insight, because this will give us a lot of information in order to put it in the top management in order to give very good making decision depend to the data driving by the LIA. Also for enhancing efficiency and the productivity by automatic repetitive tasks. This will also enhance efficiency and the productivity. So this because we're saving time, also we're reducing the costs for everything related to business activity of organizations. This will be improve and enhance the efficiency and the productivity of the organizations. Also for accredited innovation through knowledge sharing and corporations, because this is innovations and in knowledge sharing and cooperation among employees and our top management, also for the organization and the level of organization will be also give good creativity and innovation through knowledge and sharing and cooperation. This is just I want to I sharing little bit about the knowledge in the knowledge management. This is my presentations. Thank you so much for your listening, all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Isa, for all the information given. We will continue with Dr. Gies from Poland. It is going to be last not least, Dr. Gies. Dr. Gies, can you hear me?
From New Zealand, excuse me, Dr. Hisham.
From New Zealand, Dr. Gies, can you hear me? Yeah, Dr. Gies, I think he heard me.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. It is your turn.
Okay, guys. Yeah, my name is August.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to share the screen with you guys. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much for organizing this meeting and also having the opportunity to hear lots of ideas from you guys. And tonight I'm going to share some just some ideas from my experience in doing the knowledge management for a couple of years. So I'm the only one from New Zealand, I believe. And what I'm going to do is I want to emphasize the fundamental topics like the core issues there. What's the definition of knowledge, and what I also want to emphasize the importance of knowers. And I will provide to a future direction for possible research or some discussions. So for me, I would like, I think the knowledge management and artificial intelligence, AI, they have shared some common area, and they also both of them focus on one thing, which is knowledge. And for knowledge management, works. For knowledge management, is basically it's about the individuals or organization to learn, use, or collaborate and reuse knowledge. For AI, it's about the machines to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. So for both of them, they are connected with knowledge, but the difference is only in how. And for knowledge management, it's basically about the organizations utilizing knowledge, and for AI, it's about the machines. So there's a difference, but they share the same common thing in knowledge. And over the years, I noted there a fundamental question. I have seen so many research and on knowledge management, but I noticed that not most of the I cannot say most some of the research, and they don't have a clear definition of knowledge, and they don't even know what knowledge is. It's quite hard to believe, And for me, I try to summarize 3 key definitions, which I think are pretty important. The first one is justified to believe, which is very classical from the philosophers. For something to be knowledge, it should be justified, it should be true, and it should be believed. So that's one way to define knowledge. And there's another way, that's a DIKW pyramid. It's evolved from data, information, knowledge to wisdom. This one is becoming more popular when we come into the information age. There's another interpretation of this development. Someone may say it's come from the wisdom to knowledge and then to information and to data. Yeah, that could be one possible interpretation. And for some psychologists, they would say knowledge is something, you know, your previous experience with a combination of the new perceptions. Yeah, that could be one way to interpret knowledge. And I want to emphasize the importance of knowers when we talk about the knowledge management, because I can say some of the researchers and also me believe that all knowledge is acquired by the knowers, by human beings, by means of physical and mental process, and only exist within the heads of individuals. And the philosopher Polanyi, he says, all knowing is just a personal knowing. And some other research states that only a person can have and exercise knowledge. That's quite interesting because, you know, I noticed there is a trend which want to treat knowledge as objective, as a subject, and which can be stored, which can be codified, which can be shared. From the importance of knowers, I want to summarize that every time we talk about knowledge, we need to acknowledge the knowledge owners. Who is the knowledge owners? Even for the organization knowledge, there are always owners. For example, if you are good at designing an iPhone at Apple, there should be a group of engineering. They have that knowledge, which are better than some others. So that's the knowledge coming from them, and which make them unique. And every time you speak knowledge, ask yourself, whose knowledge is it? So in that way, you won't confuse knowledge with information. I noticed there are lots of guys, you know, when they talk about knowledge, they don't know what's that, and they treat information as knowledge, and they have a good, you know, stock of documents. They think that's the knowledge. No, they are not. And here's an example: books. Yes, we all know that books are the best and vast source of knowledge, because they are written. Usually they will be well researched, and they will well organized, and they will be written by the experts. But alert here, the books are only the knowledge for the authors. If you don't read it, it won't be the knowledge of yours. So that's a problem, guys. If you own library, which doesn't mean you have the knowledge, you must read it, you must interpret it, and you must make the knowledge become your own. So that's one example. I want to emphasize the importance of the knowers. All right, because we are talking about AI here, I got a question here. Who is a knower in AI? AI seems knowledgeable. It can answer so many questions. It can help us in so many ways. But when I asked AI, whose knowledge do you have? And he says, I don't have knowledge. I just process information from the data I've got. And I do not have consciousness. I don't have beliefs. I don't have subjective experience. I just, learn from the training data and turn into something you guys may find useful. Okay, so here comes the point. So the owner in AI is not AI itself. It's not just like human beings, we create knowledge. And not, AI doesn't create knowledge. And who is the owner? Who is the owner? It would be somebody producing the information for AI. It's like the author for some books, for someone who writes the information. And also, we should notice that it's us who need to process the information from AI. We need to interpret that in a good way. I want to offer two outlooks for future direction or future consideration. The first one, when I talk about the ethics of applying AI, I'm not talking about the data privacy. I'm not talking about, someone may steal your information. What I want to talk about is the genuine knowledge from AI. Because I have noticed that when we have the information, when the information age comes, we have the emails, we have the collaboration network, and we thought it was good, but soon we found out we drowned with the information overload. Personally, I hated email. Sometimes, ding, there's an email coming. I don't like that. It distracts me. And so we already have too much information. AI could help us, but what if there's too more second-hand information generated by machines? Imagine somewhere, someplace, there are 100 pieces of information, and 99 is generated by AI. How can we get our knowledge from AI in that way? And also, I noticed that we have already been suffering the cost of not finding information. And I'm thinking, if it could be worse with AI, and how could we reach to the real knowledge that we are seeking for? And how could knowledge evolve when it comes out of us? And because we believe AI doesn't generate knowledge, how could the knowledge evolves, create new things? There could be possible some questions for us to think about it. And also, I want to talk about a tacit knowledge sharing, which I believe is the most critical part in knowledge management, because tacit knowledge is quite hard to share. It's not expressible. You cannot put that into language. Oh no, that's not right. Because I have found that tacit knowledge is shareable in language. If you use analogs, metaphors, stories, we are familiar with stories. We like stories, or scripts, like the process with step by step guidance. And sometimes we even with the right question asked. So it's shareable, and with AI as being a powerful tool there, currently it's developing its ability in processing natural language and big data. It could be more powerful in the future. So I'm looking forward to seeing more cases. For example, healthcare being one of the field as knowledge intensive would be the best application scenario. We have already heard of some surgery with AI. That's good, but I'm looking forward to seeing some new cases. And with powerful AI outside there as a virtual assistant, we may be able to see some faster expertise development cycle. You know, we may grow much faster as a doctor or as some experts. So that would be coming from the powerful AI to share the technology from the others. If we look at the back of the definition of knowledge and also acknowledge the importance of knowledge, we may be aware that if you don't think about these two concepts, two topics, there won't be success in facilitating technology sharing with AI. Because if you not think about what knowledge that, whose knowledge is that from, you won't be successful. You will miss going to somewhere. So that's my ideas on technology sharing and also knowledge management with AI. And thank you guys for the opportunity to be able to present here. And if you find some questions, I would like leave me a message or send me an email. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much to Dr. August for very clear information given by him. Actually, I totally agree about all the informations given, because like in terms of using artificial intelligence, still we have to find who is have the principles to evaluate all the outcome from AI. Then we should revert to knowledge management people or the person itself who have professional in such information we need to gather or collect from AI. Thank you very much, Doctor. Just if you cut your sharing, then I can share my slide. Dr. August?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm done.
Thank you. Now, I am again Dr. Hisham Al-Hashimi, University of Basra. Just recently finished my PhD, specialist in project management and information system and technology. Actually, I'm going to speak about the benefit of AI. We have a basic benefit improving the decisions making. Now, decisions making itself, we come several years ago. Itself, it is improving by using knowledge management. Now, because knowledge management have responsibility to gathering information. Now, with AI, we already, the information is there. We already have the information. Then we have the information. It is just how we can manage and organize this information and put it in workplace in such a things, then we can deal with this information. Now, if I need to continue the benefit from broad to narrow, if we specify all the informations of all the data given from AI itself can organize and streamline process, reducing time and effort required in knowledge management. Now, in any simple task or project given, what we're gonna do, we're gonna apply all the tasks and subtasks, the budget, the time. When we reduce the time mistaken and the budget mistaken, this itself give us more opportunity to go forward with basic and more important and clarify the strategic we deal. Now, AI without all the gathering informations is useful, then we have to compare it with such a thing like knowledge management to give us a powerful and clear strategy. Another benefit, now, if we use artificial intelligence itself, now artificial intelligence have a lot of information because already the information is there. We not gather the informations like when we use knowledge management itself. That's why the knowledge sharing from the external environment, all the data and information collect and all the best practices in the institute organizations is there. Then we have to find a specific tool to give us the basic practices so fast. because when we have the basic practices, we can figure out the way to manage all the problem. Then AI can itself to forecasting and predict all the problem will occur. This is gonna be helpful for the shareholder itself, even this to the stakeholders actually, because when we use AI, the stakeholders gonna be more comfortable, like we satisfy the customer's needs or we satisfy the stakeholders' need. They can use the chatbot, the visual assistance of these tools to answer all the concern of all the informations. Then if I need to draw a simple theoretical framework to finalize and conclude all the important and related information between AI and artificial intelligence, and knowledge management. Now we have knowledge management itself, and we need to transfer the knowledge management to innovation culture. Then we can use innovation culture as a mediator to go to the performance or high performance, because AI make us or give us the opportunity to imitate all the informations, like if we have the technological content, environment content, and all kind of organizational content, TOA model, and any kind of modeling. When we use AI, actually, he can maximize the performance by deal with the external factor, internal factor, quality, time management, and etc. All this tool together, he can work with this in one time. Now, this is for me. Before I finish, I need to thanks all the participate actually in this conference, or the audience. I need to thanks the president of university, Dr. Saad Shaheen. I need to thanks my dean actually. As I told from Dr. Tariq, Dr. Selma, my dean already attended the international symposium. And actually, thanks for everyone, and thanks, big thanks to Prof. Tariq give us this opportunity to give or share some of the knowledge about artificial intelligence and knowledge sharing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, dear Dr. Hisham. Actually, deep inside, I'm so grateful to all the scholars, lecturers that attend and they accepted my invitation. It's honor to me, okay? It's honor to me that you accepted my invitation. We could, for me personally, I could know a lot of things. You enrich my knowledge. Thanks a lot. Through this scientific symposium, actually, we fostered a vibrant exchange of ideas, embracing both opportunities and responsibilities with the integrating AI into knowledge management. So deep inside, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for all of you. And we are looking forward to have a collaboration in the coming future. Actually, there are a lot of topics, because we need to be in line with the new contemporary trends. We need to have this nice collaboration. Thanks a lot for all of you. Sorry? Yeah.
Many thanks, Dr. Tariq. Many thanks.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
See you.
Nice to see you guys.
Bye-bye.
So, you have a question? Huh? One of the audience wants to ask a question.
Yeah.
Yes, please. You go ahead.
Dr. Usam from Marine Science Center, University of Boston. Actually, I'm not a specialist in artificial intelligence, but when I see the title of the symposium, I think intelligent influence institution management of Iraq.
Yes.
So, from the standpoint of our country or our institution, you know, our administration system, it's kind of old system, and use the paperwork every time, mostly. So how can we apply this knowledge of artificial intelligence in our systems? So this is, I transfer this question from presenters who answered this, or at least give us some information of what is the steps can be started to transfer for digital and artificial intelligence in our systems, especially for the universities in Iraq.
Clear? I can answer these questions, if possible. Actually, I just need to clarify the questions. It is how we gonna apply, because Iraq is considered as underdeveloped country, even it's not developing country. Actually, now to clarify this answering, we have to be aware about innovations and the differentiate between innovations and innovation culture. Now, if we need to apply any system in Iraq, we have first to transfer to the environment, to innovations environment. And by speaking about artificial intelligence itself, when we apply artificial intelligence in any institute, it is considered as we apply innovation culture in our institute. Just using innovation itself, it is considered as developed tools to use, because we cannot apply such things if we don't be aware about many software, many algorithm, many predict things. Then actually in my understanding to answer such questions, apply AI in shortcut review, he will give us or maximize the innovations culture in our environment, which is we need it. How we make Iraq developed or developing country, because it is underdeveloped country. Itself, AI can make these things if we just can successfully apply AI. Now this my answering. If there is anyone from the participants need to answer.
Any suggestion for the scholars here?
Yeah, I would like to share some ideas. You know, for me, we have talked about the data, information, knowledge, wisdom hierarchy. And if you want to transform your country system into something much better, I would like to suggest that you start from collecting the data and collecting the informations. And then once the technology gets more mature, you could use the AI to do something for you. But remember, there should be some data to feed the AI. Yeah, you need all the information there. You need the data to train your own AI. Because once you want to use powerful AI, you want to use a public version. You want to do something, you know, publicly. You will use your own version, so you need your own data. So that would be the first step. Would be take advantage of the information system and starting collecting the data and the informations. And so one day you will get ready for the implication of AI.
So we need to be soundness of the data that we are going to collect.
What kind of data you are going to collect?
Because you mentioned that the most important thing we need to collect Iraqi context, they need to collect data and information. So we need actually to the reality of the data. We need the sound data in order to have sound results, correct?
Yeah. When I'm talking about data, I'm not talking about the general things. It's basically about everything. You can turn, you know, from the paper form into the digital form. So you yeah, like if you still use some paperwork, try to digitize that. I try to use the e-form of things, and remember what Pearl has presented. They have that system in their department. They collect things into one platform. That's for me. That's not knowledge. That may be knowledge from the authors. That not knowledge for them, because it's quite hard for them to interpret. And once there are a lot, you won't be able to read it. Because, you know, for example, we have lots of videos on YouTube. Can you watch them all? You cannot, eh? It takes time. Yeah, so that's what AI can help us. But first of all, you need all the video there. You need all the things to getting ready for the interpretation of AI. So that's what I mean. We should get data and information ready for the AI as a feed to them. So one day when you write it, you know, the technology right now is not mature yet. We just have, you know, 5 or 4 versions of ChatGPT. But one day, if we can use the virtual assistants like a robot standing by us, and they need something to feed, they need something to eat, and they need something to digest to help us.
Actually, I totally accept with the doctor, but now the outcome we need like to maximize the performance of Iraq. Now we should take a mediator effect, like if we consider AI or knowledge management as independent variables, we need to use them as a direct effect to how she itself affect directly the performance. I think we cannot if we don't take innovation culture as a mediator, in my understanding. Now, gathering informations, it is not difficult. And nowadays with AI tools, it is not difficult to gather any informations, but who is the responsible individual who told you this information is correct or not? Like there is many, even here, there's many PhD students, they failed because they use AI actually, because when they collect information using AI with not knowledge store in her mind, you don't know how to collect informations. Because now if you ask, like, if you deal with ChatGPT and ask him any questions, he will respond to you each time different answer, each time different answer. If you're not mature and really have knowledge stored in your mind, in your field at least, you will mislead. You cannot evaluate whether this information is correct or not. That's why when the Dr. Go say who is responsible about the informations, who is give us the knowledge. Same question we have to ask AI when we use it. Actually, for me, there is global gap when we use artificial intelligence, and we can't fill the gap actually if we combine together knowledge management and artificial intelligence. Like we have answer, but we have people have knowledge. Then in a specific issue, then they know when they read the answer, it is correct or not. Maybe the answer is there. You know how to use, like when we use WordPLS, this kind of software, he have all the algorithm, the linear algorithm, warp algorithm, then he give you the analysis for data. If you don't have knowledge how this algorithm work itself, you're gonna mislead. Even like he give you very fake references and he pretend like this references is totally correct. Even when I negotiate with some of my colleagues last time, I told him he's totally lie. He's very like he perfect in lie, give you very misleading informations in very confident way. Then if you without knowledge, really you will mislead.
Yes, I would like to give a few things about what Dr. Hisham mentioned about it. This is very important for awareness about basic knowledge about AI for the employee, as Dr. Hisham mentioned about it, because this will be give for the environment business in Iraq good factors if there is good awareness from the employees about الIA, at least based knowledge in order to يعني be successful in when they use it. Many thanks, Dr. Hisham.
Thank you very much. Any question, Dr. Prof. Tariq, since you are with the audience now?
No other question. So actually, I explained to the audience, even in the previous international scientific symposium that we did. Actually, what we are holding, it's a symposium, not seminar. So we all know the difference between symposium and seminar. So once we have symposium, there is no question from the audience. But we need to change its name to be seminar so that we can listen to the audience and listen to their questions, something like this. I agree with you in preparing and workshop, but you know, the lecturers here, the scholars here that they accepted to join us, they have a lot of responsibilities. So we cannot tell them, please let us make workshop, because you know, workshop, it takes time, okay? So for them, really, I said, and right now I'm telling you, we are so grateful that you accept our invitation, because you have a lot of responsibilities, and really we appreciate this effort. For me personally, I could add to my knowledge. Thank you very much, and really I'm looking forward to have another collaboration in the coming future.
Thank you very much, bro.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tariq.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thanks a lot.